This president can't even convince his own party at this point to support him. So then why should people go out to the polls to send people who are supposed to enact his policies to Washington?
Why isn't it that the party abandoned its president and paid the price by running away from what it is and what its core values are? I mean, I think the Democrats aren't getting enough stink on them. They're getting stink on them for the result. But it's how they got
I
to
agree
the
with
result.
that, but I don't think he did. Even Joe Biden said in the interview with Gloria Borger, I don't think he did. The administration does a good job of selling the accomplishments, because even though he's been, obstructed, he's accomplished a lot.
He does travel around the country and he talks about it, but somehow the message doesn't resonate. I don't know if it's his tone or if he doesn't do it enough, but somehow the message, I don't know, because that's what voters say, is that the messaging isn't getting to them. They don't believe it. In other words, Americans don't even know that the economy is getting better. There's all sorts of metrics that show that it is, but they don't feel that way.
He says it's because income is stagnant. People aren't getting raises, and they're not feeling it at home in their pocketbooks, and that's what makes a difference. Why do people vote against their own interest? Because if you look at West Virginia, Kentucky, Arkansas, they put a lot of Republicans, they put mostly Republicans in office this election, but they are the states that are benefiting the most from the Affordable Care Act. Why is that?
Well, I have a theory. And it is that really, at our heart, we do want a balance of power. We don't like when things go too quickly. So when something big and comprehensive happens, like Obamacare, we're actually not that comfortable with it. And that's why, you can say, we want things done in Washington, but we really only want our things done.
But you don't,
we don't want your
you don't think
things
it's just
done or
because
somebody else's things
it was
done.
proposed by a Democrat? You don't think that has anything to do with it?
It certainly has a lot to do with it, because it's about how it's explained to them. You'll see it two ways. One, you're benefiting from Obamacare, okay? You don't realize that. You don't want to realize it. Instead, you want to say this government spends too much because that makes you feel better about it. And the second way you see it is people always say don't tax the rich because I'm going to be there someday.
Yeah.
Even if the tax plan will help you now, you don't like that it's going to hurt where you want to be.
You will probably never be there.